We knew we would never stay in Afghanistan forever. The question really wasn't whether we were going to leave or not. It was really the manner in which we would go. Many different pieces of advice have been offered, whether a small force of 2,500 U.S. military for a longer period of time might have provided, if you will, the moral commitment of the United States to our Afghan allies for a longer period. And of course, what's really important to understand is it wasn't just the United States that was there, it was our allies as well, to include Italy. And I have to take a moment and say that Italy was magnificent in the work that it did in Herat, but more broadly, the work that it did on behalf of the Afghan people. So I think the question really isn't whether we should go or not. The question was how we would go. And this is a very dark moment for the United States at this moment, with the casualties that we took yesterday at the airport in Afghanistan, in Kabul. And I want to be careful not to spend a lot of time critiquing my president or the United States on this matter, but I would simply say when people try to make the point that 2,500 troops needed to come out in order for the United States to be competitive in this so-called great power competition with China, which seems to be at the center of much of the Biden strategy. I would remind people that we've had 25,000 American troops on the Korean Peninsula since 1953, when Korea was actually much worse off than Afghanistan is today. 25,000 troops for 70 years. And Korea, of course, today is an economy that's 9th or 10th in the world, a very smoothly functioning democracy when it was not really a democracy even into the late 70s. Strong men still dominated in Seoul. And one of the most capable conventional militaries on the planet. So when we talk about why we would have to have left 2,500 troops in Afghanistan for a longer period of time to create a stable security situation on which then could be built a functioning economy and a government of inclusiveness that would mature in the end into democracy. That will ultimately be the question for historians to answer. And I have to take, again, a moment to thank the allies that were with us. When I commanded in Afghanistan, there were 49 other countries with the United States, NATO, and then what were known as partners. And the NATO commitment and the partner commitment was a commitment made in blood. It was made in treasure. It was made in a moral commitment to the Afghans.